Hello and welcome back to the factory.
But we all know this isn't your average boring factory. This is Make Things Industries, the place where the best toys, coolest gadgets, and most delicious candies are made.
Right.
I bet we're ready to make anything. Let's make some toys. Oh wait, no. Let's make some gadgets instead. No, I want to make candy.
Slow down, my friend. Before we get to any of that, we need to go over some things here at Make Things Industries. If you've been here before, then you know this place is all about toys, gadgets, and candy. At this factory, we work on people too.
Yes, with a little time and effort, factories turn basic things into amazing things. Metal and plastic become cool toys, simple parts become cool gadgets, and basic ingredients become delicious candy.
And it's the same with us. With time and hard work, we become better people, and if we follow God and obey Him, then He will help us become the leaders He has designed us to be. Our Factory Bible verse confirms this. Let's take a look. And I am certain that God, who began the good work within you, will continue His work until it is finally finished on the day when Christ Jesus returns. Philippians 1:6. This is definitely a verse you should try to memorize. This verse reminds us that God loves us, He has a plan for us, that He helps us, and that He won't give up on us.
That's right. He keeps helping us get better and better. And one of the ways He helps us get better is by teaching us lessons from the Bible. So what is today's lesson at the factory?
Do you want the truth?
Yes, tell me the truth about what we're learning today.
So you want me to be truthful?
Yes, tell me the truth.
The truth?
Yes, the truth.
Yes, the truth. That's what we're talking about today. As followers of God, we should tell each other the truth, even when it's hard, and even if we might get in trouble.
I see what you did there. You should tell the truth.
That's right, and that brings us to our main point. I will tell the truth.
That's awesome. Since we're supposed to tell the truth, I should tell you the truth right now about my truth telling. I haven't always told the truth.
Raise your hands if you've ever told a lie. Yes, we've all lied at some point. One of the biggest reasons why people lie is to get out of trouble. We do something we shouldn't have, we get caught, and then we tell a lie to try and make the problem go away. But even if your reason for lying is to avoid trouble, it is still wrong to lie. The Bible tells us that we should always tell each other the truth. It won't always be easy, and yes, sometimes we may get in trouble for it, but being honest is the right thing to do.
Right, and eventually, lies catch up with you. People figure out that you haven't been honest, and that's when the real trouble starts. You can lose friends, and even the trust of your family.
And the biggest reason we should tell the truth is because we're commanded to by God in the Bible. But I know that telling the truth can be a real struggle sometimes. Why, just this morning we received a letter from a customer who's having some truth issues. Let's see if we can help this customer and learn a lesson from the Bible at the same time. Listen to this.
Dear Make Things Industries, I think I messed up. I'm in a really tight spot. Last week there was a test at school and I didn't know the answers, so when the teacher wasn't looking, I copied answers off of one of my classmates. No one saw me do it, but later when we got the test back, I had one of the higher grades in the class. The teacher and my parents were really proud of me, but I know what I did was wrong. Do you have some kind of device that will make my parents and teachers forget about the test? That would be great, because they'll never have to know what I really did. Hoping no one finds out. Park.
Well, you're right, Park. You are in a tight spot. It isn't always easy to tell the truth, especially when we know we might get in trouble. But to answer your question, no. I'm sorry, but I don't have a device that will make your parents and your teachers forget about the test. But the good news is I have something even better that will help you out. It's a lesson from the Bible in the book of John, and it starts in chapter 9. In this lesson, we find a young man who had a very serious problem, and it made his life very hard. He was blind and had been his entire life. Well, since he couldn't see there, there were really any jobs he could do, and he had a hard time taking care of himself. The only thing he could do was just sit around and beg for money from strangers. But soon all of that was going to change because of Jesus. Jesus and his disciples were walking along, and they saw this blind man. When they did, they started to talk about him. As they talked, Jesus did something strange. He spit on the ground and made some mud. Then he picked up the mud and spread it over the blind man's eyes. Now, before you think that Jesus was doing this to be mean to the blind man, it's important to know that all of this was part of Jesus' plan to do something amazing. After Jesus had smeared the mud on the blind man's face, Jesus told him to go and wash off the mud in a nearby pool. The blind man obeyed. He washed the mud off of his eyes, and when he did, he was able to see. Jesus had performed a miracle, and all the people were amazed when they saw that he could see now. Everyone began asking him what happened, and he told them what Jesus had done. Now, you would think that everyone would be happy about this. It's not every day that a blind man is healed so he can see. But there was a problem. Jesus had healed this man on the Sabbath day. One of the rules for the Sabbath day is that people are not supposed to work. And back then, if you broke that rule, you could be arrested, beaten up, and even killed. This young man was taken before the Pharisees. They were the experts in the law, and they would decide if Jesus had broken the law by healing this man. Now, if it had been me that was taken to the Pharisees, I would have been nervous. If you said something about Jesus that they didn't like, it could get you into a lot of trouble. When he got there, the Pharisees asked the young man what had happened. He told him the truth about Jesus and what he had done to heal him. The Pharisees were confused by what the young man had said. Some of the Pharisees thought that Jesus might be from God because he had performed a miracle. Other Pharisees believed Jesus must be a sinner because he had worked on the Sabbath day. They argued back and forth and even talked to the young man's parents. Then they called the young man back to ask him about Jesus again. They had to know, was Jesus sent from God or was he a sinner? Once again, the young man could get in a lot of trouble for believing that Jesus was the Son of God. It would have been easy to lie or just tell them what they wanted to hear. But once again, this young man told the truth about Jesus. He said,
Ever since the world began, no one has been able to open their eyes of someone born blind. If this man were not from God, he could have done it.
Jesus is not a sinner. He was sent here by God. That is the truth, and this young man knew it and told him so. I wish I could say that the Pharisees responded well and chose to listen to the young man, but they didn't. They became angry with him, made fun of him, and then they threw him out. But that's not how this man's story ends. When Jesus found out what had happened, he went and found the young man. Since this young man's sight had come back, he hadn't actually seen Jesus yet. But Jesus met with him, and he revealed who he was to this young man. And the Bible says that the young man believed in Jesus and worshipped him. We all face situations like this young man did. There will be moments it would just be easier to lie, or to just not tell the truth, or let people believe whatever they want. But the Bible tells us that, as followers of God, we should tell the truth. We should tell the truth when it's hard, when people might get angry, and even if we might get in trouble. So, back to your letter, Park. You need to tell your teacher and your parents the truth about how you cheated on that test. Yes, they will be angry about it, and yes, you might get into trouble. But they will also be proud of you for being honest, and God will be proud of you too.
So the man who was healed of his blindness got into big trouble when he told the truth.
Yes, but his actions pleased God. By telling the truth, this man made an impact in the lives of a lot of people. He was able to tell some very powerful people about Jesus. If he had lied, he would have avoided trouble, but a lot of people would never have heard his powerful message.
Wow, that was awesome. But surely lying doesn't ever happen around here in the factory. Surely no one would try to lie their way out of trouble here at Make Things Industries, right?
Well, you've met our factory workers, Wedge and Kate, haven't you? They've learned a lot, but they still have a few things to work on. Let's check in on them and see what they're up to. Do you know what we're making today?
No, but I'm ready for just about anything. Think fast. Ah!
did you catch that?
I don't know, it just landed right in my hands.
What you just caught in your hand is one of the most advanced flying discs this world has ever seen. It's made with patented true flight technology, so it always flies true.
Always?
Always. It's called the Just Right True Flight Flyer. And the key to it being so awesome is the molding process that we developed right here.
Wow, that is so cool.
It is, isn't it? Your job today, if you think you are up to Just Right True Flight Flyer standards, it's to make sure they are just right. The machine will send these flyers out and you have to inspect them, make sure the shape is right and that there are no defects. If they pass your inspection, send them down the line. Send them on down the line.
Oh, we can handle that.
Yes, sir, we can.
Excellent. Start the machine. I'll leave you to your inspection.
This is going to be the easiest day ever. Kate, heads up. Ah! Oh no.
Oh no, stop the machine. What did you do?
You mean what did you do? You were the one that didn't catch
You
it.
didn't give me enough time.
It's a true flight flyer. It practically comes to you.
Stop. Let's just retrieve the one you threw and see if the machine is okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh no. That doesn't look good.
Oh well, let's just start the machine back up.
Oh my gosh. Look at the giant holes in it.
No,
you broke it.
What? I didn't break it. You broke it.
I think the mold is broken. That means all the flyers are going to be messed up, just like this one. What are we going to do?
We're gonna be in so much trouble when Mr. Winowitz finds out.
Wait, we can figure this out, okay? Well, this isn't that bad. It'll still work, right?
Well, that sort of worked.
Yeah, it worked okay. What if we just send it on down the line? I mean, I doubt anyone will even notice, right?
Right. Good plan. We'll just keep sending them down the line. I'm sure no one will notice.
This is wonderful. This is gonna be fine.
It'll be okay.
Stop the machine. Hello there, you two. So who would like to explain this one to me?
What do you mean, Mr. Winowitz?
Yeah, it looks like you just brought a bunch of Just Right True Flight Flyers. They look great. Right, Butch?
Right.
Wrong. This would be a just wrong no flight flyer. Clearly something happened to the machine. What happened? I'm waiting.
I'll tell you what happened. See, what happened was Ed and Holly from R&D came into our workstation.
Yeah, and they started to pick on us. Can you believe that?
Ed and Holly started picking on you? I can't imagine them doing something like that at all.
Oh, it's true. They called us mean names like Pickle Shoes.
And Goober Face.
Pickle Shoes and Goober Face? That's terrible.
Yeah, they're mean. And then they grabbed some flyers and started tossing them around. They were playing keep away with us.
Yeah, that's right. We tried to stop them, but I'm just not that good of an athlete.
Yeah, she's really not.
We couldn't catch them.
And then one of the flyers that Ed and Holly tossed landed inside the machine and messed up the mold.
Right, so all the flyers came out looking like that. Then they ran off laughing.
Why didn't you call me and tell me why all of this? Why did you keep making flyers that did not work?
Why didn't we call?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Well, you see, sir, there's a really great reason why Kate can't wait to tell you.
Kate?
Yeah. See, Ed and Holly threatened us.
Threatened you? I thought you said they were enough laughing.
This was before that. They threatened to get us really messy with the chocolate pudding blaster if we told you what happened.
I thought that was disassembled.
I did too.
It was, but Ed and Holly reassembled it, came in here, broke the machine, and threatened us before they ran away laughing.
You know what I find really interesting?
What's that, sir?
Ed and Holly are far away at a toy inventors convention this week. They are not here at the factory at all. And I just can't see them coming back to pick on me.
That is interesting.
And you know what else is interesting? We have cameras set up all over this factory floor. So we can monitor everything that happens in this factory. I can see everything that happens here.
You can?
I can. Now, if I go and watch the tapes, will I see Ed and Holly doing all these things you said, or will I see something completely different?
No, we did it.
Kate!
Witch threw the flyer and I didn't catch it. It flew into the machine and now it's broken.
It's true. We made up the story because we didn't want to get in trouble again.
So you lied instead? Well, as you can see, lying didn't fix anything, did it? Instead, lying just made the situation worse. That's always what happens when people lie. It makes things worse than they need to be. You made the situation much worse than it needed to be. We lost half a day's work because of this.
We're sorry, sir.
If you had just called me and told me the truth when it happened, I could have done this.
But it's broken.
Start the machine.
Wait, the flyers look amazing.
Wow, they're all fixed now. Now we can get back to inspecting them.
Not so fast, my bubbling worker bees. You have one teensy tiny thing you need to finish first.
What's that, sir?
All of these defected flyers need to be grinded up into tiny pieces so we can recycle the plastic. Telling a lie didn't get you out of any trouble, now did it? Do you wish you had just told me the truth in the first place? Then it sounds like you've learned your lesson about telling the truth. Now get to shredding. Faster, faster. Move it. You gotta move it. On down the line.
Wow. So if Wedge and Kate had just told the truth in the first place, they could have fixed the problem and saved all of those flyers from being ruined.
Exactly. Even if they had gotten in trouble for throwing the flyer, it still would have been better than what happened when they lied. It's the same for us. Yes, sometimes telling the truth will be hard, and we could get in trouble. But it's always better for us to tell the truth.
Because in the Bible, God commands us to tell the truth.
Exactly. Something else the Bible tells us that we should do is worship God. So let's spend some time doing that right now. Everyone, please stand and sing with me.
You are able to do more than I could ever dream. You are faithful, even in the smallest thing.
You are stronger than the might of any army. You are Savior, you love abundantly. You will do great things in me. You are the God of the impossible, the God of every miracle, the God who made the lame to walk and the blind to see. You are the God of beautiful exchanges, the God who never ever changes, the God who will set the captives free. To you be glory. Nothing's impossible for you. Nothing's impossible for you. Our God is more than able to do the impossible. You are able to do more than I could ever dream. You are faithful, even in the smallest things. You are stronger than the might of any army. You are Savior, and you love abundantly, and you will do great things in me. 'Cause you are the God of the impossible, the God of every miracle, the God who made the lame to walk and the blind to see. You are the God of beautiful exchanges, the God who never ever changes, the God who will set the captives free. To you be glory, even beyond my wildest dreams. You will do great things in me. The time has come for all to see. You raise the dead to life and make the filthy clean. You are the God of the impossible, the God of every miracle, the God who made the lame to walk and the blind to see. You are the God of beautiful exchanges, the God who never ever changes, the God who will set the captives free. To you be glory. Nothing's impossible for you. Nothing's impossible for you. Our God is more than able to do the impossible. Nothing's impossible for you. Nothing's impossible for you. Our God is more than able to do the impossible.
That's all. See you next time.